Today, we're diving into the incredible story of Ogun, the Yoruba Orisha of iron. This is about how his primordial gift, well, it literally forged the path for human civilization as we know it.
All right, so you have to picture the world at the very dawn of time. I mean, a beautiful green planet just teeming with life, but it was completely wild, utterly untamed. Now, in Yoruba mythology, this is the world that greeted the very first Orisha. These are the spirits sent down to earth by the supreme god Olodumare.
And when I say wild, I mean it. The world was just this one, single, dense, tangled wilderness. The forests were so thick, they literally blocked out the sun. Rivers were raging, blocking any path you might try to take. And animals? They roamed everywhere. It was, for all intents and purposes, an impassable barrier.
And human beings? Well, they were kind of at the mercy of this world. They had no way to shape it, no technology to chop down a tree, clear land for a farm, or even build a sturdy shelter. They were just struggling to survive.
So this was the big challenge. And it wasn't just a problem for humanity. Get this, even the gods themselves were stopped dead in their tracks by all this primordial chaos. The path to Earth and the path on Earth was blocked for everyone. But one among them had the vision, the strength, and, most importantly, the secret knowledge to fix this problem, and his name was Ogun.
So Ogun is what's known as an Irun Mala, which basically means he's a primordial spirit, one of the originals who came directly from the heavens. He wasn't born from humanity. He is the raw, unyielding power of metal itself. He's a warrior, sure, but he's also a pioneer, the very spirit of innovation.
You see, Ogun understood something fundamental. For civilization to even have a chance, humanity needed the power to shape its own world. And he carried the secret to do it, the knowledge of iron. He was the original master craftsman.
And so Ogun becomes the world's very first blacksmith. He comes down to Earth, finds these dark, hidden stones deep inside the mountains. He builds this huge fire and masters what was essentially the arcane science of metallurgy, heating that ore until it glowed, and then hammering the molten metal into the tools that would change absolutely everything: axes, machetes, and spears.
So with these new tools in hand, Ogun was about to change the world forever. But as we're about to see, the gift of iron is a double-edged sword, which, perfectly reflects his own complex, contradictory nature. This single act unlocked everything. I mean, everything. By taking his iron machete and just carving a path right through that primordial chaos, Ogun didn't just make a road, he made civilization itself possible. All of a sudden, people could travel, they could build communities, they could farm the land, trade with each other. He was, if you think about it, the world's first civil engineer.
But here's that paradox. Iron is the metal of the plowshare that feeds you, but it's also the metal of the sword. He's a creator god, a defender of the weak, the patron of progress, but he's also the god of war, this authoritarian, impulsive force who kind of loves chaos. In one famous myth, he leads his people to a huge victory, but then falls into a battle frenzy and turns on his own men. He is creation and destruction all wrapped up in one.
There's this one line from a traditional Yoruba praise poem, an oriki, that just captures this perfectly. It says, "You have water, but you bathe in blood." It just speaks to a power that is so immense, so raw, that it's just as comfortable creating something beautiful as it is with violent conflict. Okay, but here's what's so cool. Ogun isn't just some figure from an ancient myth. His presence is felt every single day in our modern world, and often in ways you probably wouldn't expect.
Think about it. Ogun's domain has just evolved, right alongside our technology. Yeah, he was once the patron of blacksmiths and warriors, but now he's the patron of anyone who works with metal. Surgeons with their scalpels, mechanics with their wrenches, even engineers designing computer chips. If your job involves metal, you are working in the realm of Ogun.
And his spirit, that drive for craftsmanship and transformation, it continues to inspire artists today. I mean, look at this incredible Tree of Life sculpture. It's forged from iron, a modern testament to the creative power that Ogun first brought into the world.
Now, through the harrowing history of the transatlantic slave trade, the worship of Ogun traveled to the Americas. He became a super important figure in religions like Candomblé in Brazil, Santeria in Cuba, and Vodou in Haiti. His name and some associations might have shifted a bit, but his core identity as this powerful, unyielding spirit of iron and action, that stayed.
And this is Ogun's huge, enduring legacy.
Every time you drive on a road that was carved through a landscape, or benefit from a surgeon's scalpel, or really use any piece of technology made from metal, you're touching the spirit of his original gift, the power of iron to shape our world.
And that really leaves us with a final thought, doesn't it? Ogun's story is all about using a revolutionary tool to clear a path through chaos for the benefit of everyone. So as we stand on the edge of all these new frontiers, in AI and space travel and biotechnology, it's really worth asking ourselves, what is the iron of our time? And what new paths are we forging with it?